How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about Exela. We talked about, hey, areas of support that need to be respected as far as for today, and we saw a continuation of that, which is definitely some great news, but I won't take up any more of your time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description, but if you are a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to be going over is the technical analysis, taking a look at the overall price action. We've been taking a look at it for quite some time, and we wanted to see that 250 level actually hold up. It continued to do that for today, especially on a Friday, so that was great to see, but again, we're going to be going over more details. And then secondly, we're going to be going on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information. Does it still continue to have short squeeze potential? We want to know, what are the updates, what is it looking like, and then we can have a good idea as far as what next week can potentially look like. And then afterwards, we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. We want to know, are institutions loading up on shares today? Were they selling out shares? We could see this from the large scale orders. And then when all of that is done, we'll be jumping into the final thoughts and as well as some more details. So let's get to it. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for Exela. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $2.63, being up 1.15%. On the low, it tested $2.55, and then on the high, testing $2.68. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 12.977 million, and as far as for the average volume over 10 trading days, it's around 47.976 million. So definitely this was good to see, considering the fact we did have below average volume. What this tells us though is that there are many who are buying shares, and as well they are holding shares as well. We didn't see a ton of selling pressure whatsoever. Now when we take a look at our chart here, we see the RSI down below. Yes, it still continues to be in the middle, being at 50.89. As far as when we take a look at our indicators on the chart here, you can see we have strength above the 200-day, the 100-day, and we are below the 21-day EMA, which is at $2.65. Since we tested at $2.68, and we met some selling pressure. So what we want to look forward to going into next week is being able to get past this area and seeing us get to around 274, while being looking for the strong move to push up to where we can get to around 285. If we can get to 285 and have buying volume coming into the stock, of course I'm looking forward to seeing that move go to $3, but do know we will have some resistance there. So as far as how I feel about how Exela performed today, hey, I think it did really good. We talked about that 250 area of support, and it continued to hold up. It tested 255 and then showed strength. So we do see, as far as buying is concerned, a lot of buying in this particular area. So that's what I was saying. If you're going in with a position, as long as you're respecting the areas of support, you could trade off of these fluctuations if you like as well. But it has been very consistent due to the fact that, hey, we've been covering Exela quite a bit for this week, and this 250 area continues to hold. So we're on Fintel. We're going to take a look at the short interest information for Exela. So we could see the short volume ratio being at 29.71%. As we scroll down on the page, you can see the short shares availability is at 2.3 million, and as far as for the short ball fee rate, it is at 10.51%. When we take a look at the history of the short volume ratio, you can see for July 29th close, which was yesterday, it was at 43.25, and on the 28th it was at 50.12. So we see it went down just a little bit, and these are taking the numbers from FINRA as well. So Exela still continues to have short squeeze potential, and as far as like I've been talking about, as far as the areas of support are concerned, it does give us a good way to go in with a strategy as far as the next week and playing off of those fluctuations. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for Exela. So we could see here on the inflow we had 6,614, and on the outflow we had 7,211. So we had 1,827 on the large, 3,630 on the medium, and 1,157 on the small. Do keep in mind this is kilo USD. Now when we take a look at the outflow side, on the large it was 1,577, and as far as on the medium it was 4,111, and on the small it was 1,524. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you could see for today, July the 30th, we had an inflow 250, 0.79. So this is definitely looking good right here. And part of the reasons being is we saw those large scale orders that are coming in. That means institutions are getting involved. They are buying up shares. Yes, we did see a good amount of outflow, but at the same time, we had strength. We finished the day green. And that's something we need to understand. Plus, on top of that, we're still respecting the areas of support, like I talked about, that 250 range. So now let's jump into the final thoughts. So for my final thoughts for Exela, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how well it performs next week and seeing it continue to respect those areas of support. If it doesn't do this and it breaks through that area, especially right at that 250, then of course we got to look out for the next line of defense, which I talked about in the technical analysis. And of course, we want to see a rebound from that because we want to see XELA get to $3 right before earnings. And earnings is going to be coming out on August the 10th. So I do see there should be some anticipation leading towards that. So with all of that said, even when we went on Fintel, we do see that there's a lot of short squeeze potential as well. So all we really need is some buying volume coming into the stock, and we could see a strong move to the upside and get that spike and take advantage of that pop. And the next thing that I want to go over as well is the insider selling. Many people are like, hey, did you see? Yes. So on July the 15th, we had the owner who sold 100K shares. And I feel like, you know what, that is not that bad. And this is something that you really need to get used to, especially since the stock did see a lot of momentum. So taking all of that said, we can see right now it is July the 30th. We have moved on from that. Now we got to see things going forward. If you are inside of this play, maybe you're holding shares, maybe you bought too high, then continue to make sure you have a strategy that is right for you in regard to how you want to handle your position. As far as for myself, I love trading off of the fluctuations. That's why I pay attention to 250 and look out for those moves. But like I was saying previously, I do believe XELA should be able to get to that $3 level right before earnings. And the reason why I feel like that, yes, institutions are still continuing to load up on shares. The inflows, we see the large scale orders, so there is going to be a spike that is coming. Of course, I can be wrong about this, but at the same time, from my experience, the way how it's looking, it's very likely. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.